Hello, this is Mike from Hardy Watch, and today we're going to be covering a really cool topic, which is the concept of novelty in watch buying and how to scratch that itch of novelty without buying a whole new watch. This video was inspired as I love a nice new watch whenever I can get the chance. And, in reality, for most people, we can't go around buying watches left and right. So here are some strategies that I've learned and kind of the underpinnings, the theory of what novelty chasing is to help you on your watch collecting journey and not overextending yourself by buying too much too fast. I will say I'm a licensed mental health counselor in the state of New York. I've been practicing for quite a few years now, so I have a little bit of an understanding of, novelty chasing, impulsive buying, and different therapeutic strategies and, mindsets that you can use to help you curb any, dangerous spending. Okay, so let's begin. So let's define what novelty is. So novelty is the experience of something new, the experience of something exquisite, to try a different, ground of coffee, versus sticking with the same old, beans, switching from Folgers to chock full of nuts or from Dunkin' to Starbucks or back and forth. That's what novelty is all about, to try something new. When Starbucks comes out with a new, latte for the season, they're trying to pull you in because it's novel, because it's something fresh. Relating that back directly to the watch collection, you can buy an exquisite timepiece. I'm going to show you a few of mine in this video. But what I have on my wrist right now is the C-Star 2000 from Tissot. And this was actually my first or second Swiss timepiece, my first automatic that I ever bought. And this was about in 2020, 2021 I bought this piece. And it really caught my eye back in the day. I was really excited to get it. And, I had a Tag Heuer Pilot, which I wore quite a bit, but I wanted something new, something fresh. So I ended up buying this watch. But then eventually this watch, lost its shine, so to say. And I wanted something new on my wrist, and I ended up buying a Belova Lunar Pilot, which I don't have anymore because I traded it in for a Speedmaster, which will actually be part of this video, or traded it towards. So novelty is really wanting something fresh. And, we get used to something on our wrist, and we say to ourselves, it's not hitting as hard as it used to, so let me get something new. Where this gets dangerous is, the chase for novelty can often lead to impulsive buying. And once in a while, an impulsive buy is not such a bad thing. However, usually the way things work out is that impulsive buying can become a consistent behavior, which can, really mess up your financial goals. Especially if you're trying to save up for anything, or if you're like myself, I have my first child is along the way. Me and my wife joined our finances together. It's not all about me anymore, so I have to be more considerate towards spending. So if I were to impulsively buy, for example, I've been looking a lot at the Tudor Pelagos, right? That would probably set me back, $4,000 in total about, and even if I get a line of credit, that's another, $300 a month, 350, 320, however it breaks down. That's not going into a savings account. That's not going to be available to buy my child, a stroller when, that's going to put my money, tie it all up, and that's no good. So, if you're like me and you're thinking, hey, I feel the same way, what's the point? How do I get out of this this mode of spending? And it's really about finding ways to curb that um, impulsive bone, that bone that wants to chase novelty, and figuring out a way to get that itch in without doing too much damage. For example, right, buying a new strap for a watch, as long as you're not getting exquisite, uh, bands, hundreds of dollars for a band. Um, that might be a great way to curb curb that desire for novelty, to want to get something new on your wrist. And that leads me to what I wanted to share with you today. So, for example, my Sea Star is paired to this really, really cool orange strap that, I would take in the pool, and it's just such a great, great strap. And even if you see the texture on the back, it's really cool. This is a great way that I spiced up my Sea Star so that, it's exciting again. Same thing with my Speedmaster. I have a Speedmaster Reduced. Excellent watch. A little less bulky. I have a mix of everything in my collection. I took the bracelet off, and now I'm rocking this very, very nice smelling light brown leather strap with a cool deployment clasp. And this was what, $30-$40. It beats buying a watch for at least $400. God forbid my taste stay that low. I've been looking at way more expensive watches than that. Going now to my PRX. I have it paired up to a beautiful brown leather strap, and I do have the steel, but this brown really does it more for me. But I can always switch back to the steel if I wanted to. I might even go for a different strap one day. Try to see, how that would make me feel. But again, that's $50 over, $1,000. Lastly, and without saying, I'm privileged to have, a GMT Master 2. And this watch is a tremendous watch. I mean, this is expensive, exclusive. This is a big deal. But even this, sometimes I want to spice things up, so I'll take it to my jeweler, and I got this really, really nice burgundy strap, and I can just throw that on, and all of a sudden my GMT Master has a whole new look. Personally, on vacations I like to switch out to rubber, just so that I don't scuff anything up too bad, and rubber's also, I don't know, metal's good underwater too, but rubber, I don't know, something about vacation and rubber. That's what I like to do. Straps are a great way to, itch the scratch of novelty. Another great way to do that is to allow yourself to get a new watch. It's just that you need to try to be thoughtful about it. If you are in this hobby, and everybody has a hobby. Don't, some people have better hobbies than others. Us watch guys, some people say some wives say, thank God my husbands are into watches instead of other things, because there are worse things to get into than watches. And watch collecting usually attracts nice people, so it's a good hobby. But back to what I was saying, to be into watches is not such a bad thing. And it is alright to get a new watch, as much as you can afford it without it owning you, without the watch wearing out your wallet. So if you are interested in getting a new watch, it's cool maybe to sometimes put money aside every week, every month, until you build up a nice sum of cash and you can get something you'd like. Maybe even putting aside money from your general pot and, saying, this is my watch money. This is what I spend my watch money on. This is my resource, no credit. That's a great way to, not overextend yourself. Really the best two ways to, build up your collection without breaking the bank is to, build up a nice strap collection for the watches you already have, to refresh things, and also to, save up slowly, or save up slowly is not the right word, but save up gradually towards the watch you want. And everybody has different means. Some people can save up $4,000 without it really hurting them in a matter of a couple of months. Some people, that might take a year, and that's okay. Just knowing what you can manage is really important. One thing that this discussion really helps us with is, growing and maturing, and, knowing that not everything comes so fast. And, sometimes that makes things a little bit sweeter when we eventually get to the point of being able to purchase a watch. The self-control that was required to get to that point, to be able to purchase the watch without any, major problems. That's the video for today. If you are a novelty chaser, these are just some really great tips and tools, and you can leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions thoughtfully, in regards to any specific example that you'd like to, cut back on any watch purchases, or, troubleshoot a certain situation that you're in. This ain't therapy, but it's I'd be more than happy to give it my 2 cents. This is filmed during the holidays, so happy holidays. And, if you're watching this later on, happy January, February, whatever. And, have a great day, guys. Keep ticking along.